Righty ho campers. Well, look, new do, new chin do, all tidied up. Lovely. Well, I just wanted to address something. There seems to be a lot of information popping around about easypods and flow rates and pond sizes and what they will and won't do. So I'd just like to clear it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the latest information off Evolution Aqua's website, which I will cut in at some point so you can actually see it. And there seems to be a little bit of confusion going on. Some people saying that it'll do ornamental ponds of 20,000 litres. No way in hell will that pond filter do 20,000 litre pond. I know I've got a 25,000 litre pond, and there is no way an easypod is going to filter 20,000 litres of water. Ever. It will block up in 10 minutes flat. There's just no way. So there seems to be some confusion about what an easypod will do. Now on Evolution Aqua's website, which is their latest information, it says it will filter a pond of 10,000 litres. It also says it will filter an ornamental pond of 10,000 litres. Both the same size. So for once, there's actually a filter manufacturer that is not saying this will filter 25,000 litres of water with nothing in it, like most companies do. You see a pressure filter that says it will do 20,000 litres. Well, yes, possibly, if there's absolutely nothing in the pond, no plants, nothing, it will possibly filter 20,000 litres. In reality, it will probably do more like 7. Now we get on to optimal flow rates. And optimal flow rates work on 2 factors. One is the size of the pond, and one is the size of the filter. Now an easypod is rated to handle at maximum 10,000 litres per hour, at maximum. That's the highest flow rate you can push through it, otherwise the water will just go over the top. It also has an optimum flow rate, and the optimum flow rate is 5,000 litres per hour. Now the optimum flow rate is when it performs best. So that's when you've got enough water passing through it to trap the particles and not blow them straight through the media and out the back again. And that is where it is running at its maximum efficiency and maximum flow for that efficiency. So that's where that comes in. Then you have an optimal flow rate for your particular pond. And the optimum flow rate, if you listen to someone like Ricky Stoddart, is once every couple of hours. Once every hour, probably maximum. So if you've got a 10,000 litre pond, and I'm not using my figures here, I'm using a very, very well respected person in the koi community. Ricky Stoddart owns Koi Wholesale, if I can get my teeth in straight. And he says optimum for his ponds is turning them over once every 2 hours. So 50% of your pond volume per hour. So if you've got a 10,000 litre pond, which is the maximum flow rate, the maximum size pond for an easypod, and you're running that at 5,000 litres an hour, which is the optimum filtering of a easypod, the optimum flow rate through it, that would turn your pond over once every 2 hours, which is the optimal turnover for your pond. If you had a 6,500 litre pond and you ran that at 5,000 litres per hour, you're turning your pond over just under once an hour, which again is a pretty optimal flow rate for your pond. Between once every 2 hours and once an hour is the average sort of turnover rate for most ponds. So you've got two optimal flow rates, and this is where the confusion lies. You have an optimal for the filter and a maximum for the filter. The optimum for the filter is 5,000 litres per hour. The maximum for the filter is 10,000 litres per hour. When you push it up to 10,000 litres per hour, the filter becomes less effective. It still filters, but just not as well as running it at 5,000, because you're running it full tilt as much as you can push through it. So there's a lot of misinformation. So I'm going to cut to Evolution Aqua's website, and this is the data taken just now, a couple of minutes ago. It is time stamped. So when people start telling you that it will filter a 20,000 litre pond, please don't believe them, because it really won't. Even a Nexus 320 would struggle with a 20,000 litre pond. And let's remember, guys, most of us on here are talking about ponds with koi in. Koi are incredibly messy fish. Far, far messier than goldfish or tench or any other ornamental fish you can think of. Most of the conversation we have on here about koi ponds, yes, there are people who are goldfish people, but most of the conversations we have are centered around koi ponds. So let's not confuse everything. If you're an ornamental fish pond enthusiast, that's fantastic, and your filters will cope probably with far more than most koi ponds. But Evolution Aqua themselves say on their data, on their website, with their technical spec, maximum pond size for ornamental, maximum pond size for koi, and they both state 10,000 litres, and they both state maximum flow rate 10,000 litres, which is turning your pond over once every hour. And if you run it at optimal, you're turning your pond over once every 2 hours. Now, all this came up in Gaz's live last night, and there was a bit of confusion. There was a bit of confusion on a pond size. People weren't sure if they were talking in litres or gallons, or whether it's 1,500 litres or 15,000 litres or 1,500 gallons or 15,000 gallons. You know, it just got very, very confusing, and it's all to do with the time lag on the chats, I think, a lot of it. But the general consensus is an easypod will filter 10,000 litres of water, and the optimal flow rate for the easypod, not for your pond, for the easypod, is 5,000 litres per hour. If you've got a 6,000 litre pond and you want to run it at 3,000 litres per hour, fantastic. The easypod will cope with that fine, and it will be brilliant. It really will. I've got a lot of time for easypods. I run an easypod on my fry tank. I've got 2,000 litres of water with over 300 fish in it, and it does a fantastic job. I run a back shower alongside it, but it does a fantastic job, really does. But yeah, go and look at the specs of a Nexus 220 or a Nexus 320, and not even they will cope with 20,000 litres. Did my usual again, didn't I? Ran out of memory. Yeah, so as I was saying, not even a Nexus will cope with 20 odd thousand litres, especially if you've got koi in there. And if you've got any sort of stock quantity that you'd want in a 20,000 litre pond, it's going to struggle. So yeah, let's stop overselling easypods. They are great filters. They work very well on small ponds, but they will not filter a 20,000 litre pond. I can guarantee it. That's why I built my own filters. I looked at Nexuses and I'd need 2 to do my pond. That was 2 Nexuses, not 2 easypods. Yeah, anyway, cut to a screenshot of the Evolution Aqua website, and then I'm going to show you the fry in my 2000 litre vat, run on an easypod, so you can see just how clear the water is. And yes, the water parameters are bang on, but the water is like gin. There's not even a UV on it, and yeah, crystal clear, crystal clear. So yeah, I just thought I'd chime in on that one, because I was actually involved in the live last night, and yeah, don't care what the old Evolution Aqua instructions say from easypods from years ago. This is the current information on the Evolution Aqua website. Ciao guys.